Strange that as soon as I'm about to drop the truth bombs there, strange as I'm about to drop those truth bombs, folks, the feed gets cut. I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you this. Guys like Jarbo are one way publicly. They would never say a racial slur. They would never use faggot. They're one way in publicly, right? They would never say faggot. They would never say nigger. They would never ever joke like, people did 10, 15 years ago, even though they're 30, 40 years old. Publicly, they would act that way. But privately, with me and other people, the accepted discourse is way outside of what their buddies in California, what their liberal friends would consider acceptable. And I just find that sort of being a two-faced motherfucker to just be very disingenuous with people like Jarbo. It's just bullshit. It's just you're a fake fucking person. You're one way publicly, you're a different way privately, and these two people are nowhere near even close to being the fucking same person. They're just two completely different people. And maybe if Jarbo actually used his real personality in his videos like he did when he attacked Ralph that one time, maybe if he was actually edgy and stood out on a fucking ledge sometimes, maybe he would actually get viewership. But he doesn't. He doesn't. And he sits there and he demeans what I try and do as rabble-rousing and mud-raking and this and that, and they lie. And he's having productive discussions and... Guys, we're having productive discussions in the halls of debate, and I'm so polite and I'm so nice. And it's like, dude, fuck you. You're so full of shit. You're just trying to exploit my audience and Godwinson's audience now with your grift. They're not your audience. The people who watch Boulder Talk Radio are my audience. You try and steal my audience and Adam's audience and grift it with ads and grift it with super chats. And it's not working out for you. How much money are you making off this show from an audience that's against grifting? How much money are you making off of it? Not a whole fucking hell of a lot. It's just fucking depressing. Just stop, man. Either just fucking leave the internet, or if you want to do it as a hobby, do it as a hobby. But don't sit here and try and grift people and bullshit people and then expect that we're going to go along with what you want or we're going to do what you say. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Serious fucking problems with this Jarbo guy. I'm serious, guys. He is just a fake fucking person. And I'm not going to sit there and hold back on it anymore. He is a fake fucking person who constantly lies, puts on a fake persona, and the only reason he says anything is because he thinks that that's the opinion that will get him money. And he thinks with an opinion like The Rock isn't a movie star there. An opinion like that is going to be a hot take that's going to give him money and attention. Well, you've got attention now, really negative attention from me. I don't think you're going to be getting any fucking money. Do you want to know why? Because it's a cold take. It's a shivering timbers fucking take that's just garbage. It's crap. It's retarded. It's living reality. So that's the truth about fucking Jarbo and his fucking ilk. I mean, what a joke. What a joke. You fucking talk to this guy privately, and you'll see it's totally different than his public persona completely. It's all fake. You talk to me, it's the exact same person that would be talking into this webcam right now as would be talking to you on Skype or Discord or Hangouts or whatever the fuck. He's just a fucking bullshitter. He's a bullshitter, and all he cares about is making money. Speaking of which, other people that I just don't fucking like who are somehow now my allies. People who are clip channels, all of you motherfuckers who are clip channels. If you are putting ads on these videos, if you are soliciting super chats during premieres on my videos or Godwinson's videos, you're not welcome to do that. The whole message of the video is to not do that. T-clips, we're starting to put in, understand this, we put in like full songs into these streams so that they will be demonetized, so you will not be making money, right? we put full length songs in the video so they'll be demonetized. And you know what T-Clips does? T-Clips takes the song, cuts it out, so butchers our streams, butchers our shows to make money. Fuck you. Fuck you then. Don't fucking do it. If you want to put them up, I have no problem with you putting them up. But if you want to make money and make a buck off me, then fuck you, you grifters. And there's a fucking cottage industry of this. There's at least 6 or 7 channels dedicated to me alone. Some of them are monetized. What is wrong with you if you are doing this? Why do you feel the need to do this? I'm such a small channel and no one really cares what I have to say. A very small channel, right? You're getting maybe a few hundred views, a few thousand views. How much does this come to in ad revenue? Like $4? Why are you fucking stooping in the gutter for $4? For like $5, $6, $7? Fuck. It's like there's no money in this. Understand, if I was a multi-million viewers channel, the clips are getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. You're making hundreds, thousands a month. Okay. But you've started a cottage industry based off nothing. What are you doing? It's these same people who are like, it's just weird, man. And I just have a problem with that. I'm not going to go around striking these people down because, first of all, it's just not even worth my time to do that. Have to track down all you fuckers. But if it just gets egregious enough, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I just have to say to you guys, like, what is your problem? What is your problem? It's just strange. It's just strange. Well, I don't really know how important clip channels are. Do you know why? Because I don't think even my videos are important. Or Father Jim's or any of these idiots' videos are actually important. Do you? Do you think that they're valuable? Do you? Because if we're not, then the clip channels are certainly not. The person who owns the account Daka puts ads on these videos. There shouldn't be any fucking ads on these videos. As far as I know, all the monetization's been disabled. If there are ads on these videos, it's simply because a music company has claimed it or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's just fucking really shady to me, and I'm not just gonna sit there and because these people attack Ethan Ralph or because these people say they're on the right team, I'm gonna endorse their behavior when it's fucked. The reality of it is a lot of these fucking people are only on whatever team it is that they're on because they think that that's how they're gonna make money. Just look at what's been going on with Dame and Ricada and ex-Guntguard, who come on and are like, oh, we're against Ralph now. Whereas 2 months ago when they thought the money was over on that side, they're over there. I don't fucking know. These fucking people, especially Jarbo. Jarbo, honest to God, should have just fucking walked away. Crowd I haven't minded because Crowd doesn't seem to have this ego about him of being bigger or better than anybody else. Privately, he's always a joy to fucking work with. I'm sorry to say, folks, I mean, shit, sometimes he does a bad job with OBS, you know? But honest to God, like, the humility that he shows, having gone from fucking the mountain of being the enlightened scholar and skeptic king to now running OBS for PPP and Godwinson, like, I don't know. There's some level of, like, humility to that, and him being humbled, that I find, you know, to be very redeeming about him. I don't know. And I think he's been putting out some things that are funny. I think his main channel has been doing well, making that sort of normie bait content. So I can't really criticize the fucking guy. I can't criticize him. He's not running a fucking midnight hour fucking radio talk show trying to grift my audience. Like Jarbo is, or trying to fucking grift off clips like T-Clips and other people do. Just saying, like, you understand what me and Godwinson's position are on ads on our videos and we don't appreciate it and you keep doing it. and then you act like you're our friends or something like this, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't have to enable you, really. At least by giving you my fucking full-throated endorsement. Fuck you guys. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, here's the thing. Like, Tampa Bay, even by winning this cup, Brian, they still haven't extinguished the stench of last year being swept by the Columbus Blue Jackets, okay? That stench, they're going to need to win another cup before they actually have any sort of glory there. So, now, I want to talk about one more thing, and there will probably be a show, I think tonight, at 9:30 with me and Godwinson Eastern. He might have passed out at this point. But we were going to do the show last night, and then we got high. Adam purchased a... I shouldn't say his real name. That's fucking stupid. But Godwinson purchased a fucking... a moon rocket from some opium den or something, some den of degeneracy, and he sparks it up. I ate a fucking brownie there. We're getting real high there. We're just shit posting on Twitter, doing the whole grift thing there. We're so high, and we're just laughing. We're just laughing, and we realized at like 9:30 that because I didn't book this, okay? This isn't my fucking fault. Sir Anglo Grey of the 37 words or whatever. But it's Godwinson convinced this guy to stay up till like 3 in the morning his time, and then we're both just fucking totally baked, right? And Sir Anglo Grey's like, guys, are we gonna do this show? You know, are we going to do this show? No. We just bricked him. He bricked him. Didn't say anything to him. Just left the leader of the white race in England, the king of the 37 words, to die on the vine. So, yeah, fuck. It's terrible. That's fucking terrible, boys. But we did do that. So yeah, that's what happened to the show last night. We've grifted successfully the Nintendo Switch games. Homeboys hooked me up with Super Mario 3D All-Stars there. Godwinson got the Smash Brothers. We got all the games there from the grifting. Oh shit. Okay. I wanted to talk quickly about Dick, and but before that, I'll just address Ralph. What's been going on with Ralph this week since debate night and all this sort of thing? The Godwinson stream with me may be happening on this channel in like an hour or so, or 2 hours. But since Ralph's not going live tonight, I don't know if we'll do it or not, or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. It may very well happen tonight, but at some point we're going to be doing this stream where we go over a lot of stuff Baked Alaska's been doing and Nick Fuentes stuff. So basically what's been happening this week, Ralph's been banned from DLive, and so he's on the Saturday Sunset channel, unlisted. We saw him the other night doing like 300, 400 views. And that's just the reality of what it is, Ralph. You're like, the DLive numbers are fake. I know this because my DLive numbers are fake. Everyone's are fake. Because you look at the YouTube numbers, which should be the biggest platform that everybody's most familiar with us on, and they're about half to a third of what the DLive numbers are. So when he's drawing 600, 700 normally, 600, 700, 800 normally on DLive, that's really 300, 400, 200, 300, 400 on YouTube, and that's what we've seen. Now today he supposedly had like 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever for Spencer and Styx Hexenhammer. What you have to realize about this, which I haven't even seen the show because I just don't even give a shit. What you have to realize is that this is like ultimate nostalgia bait. And you can only, yeah, he didn't break 2.2K boring. Yeah, see, he didn't even break 3,000. He did like 2,000 on his numbers. And let's face it, it's a throwback to something from 2 years ago. You can only show this so many times. And I'm sure it was just a shadow of the Sargon and Styx versus Spencer debate. Nobody cares about ethno-states anymore. Nobody cares about these debates anymore. We've heard them a million fucking times. A million times, and we've heard this particular debate before. And so anybody that thinks that this is going to skyrocket him back to relevance or something like this, it's just a blip on the radar. There's the odd show that you can get out of this. But if you believe like his DLive numbers and YouTube numbers are all legitimate, because I've seen people on Kiwi Farms today backpedaling hard from the reality that Ralph his numbers are not legitimate. They're like, well, I mean, you know, he got 2,000 today. He gets 600-700 normally on DLive. These numbers are legit. It's all paranoia from these guys that has bought it, or it's not correct, the numbers. No, you guys have to realize, like, his audience is so small. It's so small. It's about the same size as this audience at 355 viewers now. That's an organic audience that just turns up. That's about what his actual YouTube audience is when you cut away all the DLive boosts and all this fucking shit. And a lot of the people who are saying stuff like this today are people who just got into Ralph, like hating on him a month ago, or don't watch his show, or don't follow or keep tabs on things, and then they run their mouths like they fucking know something when they don't. A lot of the time. These people who are like defending him today, wow, look at huge numbers for today's show. Oh, it's like, fuck off, yeah. I mean, if you believe that that number is impressive, then you must believe that my DLive numbers with like the Age show, which did like 3,500-4,000 people, or like the Vicar's Father show that did like 2,000, the same numbers as this were impressive. Like, don't buy into this shit. And even if these numbers are legit, they haven't been bought, it doesn't matter. He'll be back to the same 600, 700 people tomorrow. His audience is closed off. It's not growing. It's dying. And he's soon to be kicked off DLive. Once he's gone off fucking DLive, I mean, he's totally fucked. He's got nothing. He's got nothing after that. What's he gonna do? You gonna go on Plex Storm and like fucking shake his dick around for people? Is he going to go on Bitwave and deal with the humiliation of going hat in hand to Xander? And then while he's streaming, I'll just interrupt and yell over it with a separate audio track that's been installed by Xander, calling him fat and a retard. You know, there'll be a built-in audio track on all of his videos on Bitwave. Well, I've talked to Xander. He says, you know, he'll let Ralph go on Bitwave. But he's got this kid on the way, you know. But is it really on the way? Because he's smoking in the house. He's smoking cigarettes in the house, which is a nasty habit anyway. To be perfectly frank, to smoke anything in the house, you really shouldn't do. Cigarettes are make the whole fucking house smell bad. They're bad for everybody who lives there. He's got a pregnant wife sitting there, supposedly, and he's railing smoke, cigarettes. So is she actually there? Is he that? It's either that he's so irresponsible that he's smoking cigarettes in front of his pregnant wife, or she's left or fucked off somewhere, and we have no idea. So, but the thing of it is, if he is going to have this child, man, what's he going to do? He's going to have to go get a real job. He's going to have to stop streaming. That's the fucking reality. So his situation is just as fucked up as it ever is. It continues to spiral downwards. I really don't think he'll still be around by Christmas, but he may be. He may stand past Christmas. You know, he fucking takes it because he has no shame. He just takes blow after blow after blow. He keeps getting up. It's almost respectable, the fucking type of persistence that he has, if it wasn't for him being such a huge piece of shit. You know? But he gets up and he just keeps taking the punishment. He keeps taking the abuse. But man, I'm always going to be here. I'm not going away. Not until I'm in a fucking coffin box, Ralph, buried 6 feet under, will I go away. So you have to understand that. You have to understand, buddy, that we're locked in this until one of us fucking quits. And I'm never quitting because I have too much fun. I have too much fun doing it, Ralph. So you need to figure it the fuck out. I really think that you ought to stop streaming and get a job if you're going to have this kid. If you're not going to have this kid, just kick Faith the fuck out. Don't have... The kid's not actually in existence. There isn't a pregnancy, and it's all been lies. Back up off of that and, you know, try and continue to live out your fucking sad existence at your mother's house until she dies. And then God only knows, right? It's similar to like the Chris Chan situation. It's like, what's going to happen when Barb dies? So what's going to happen when Ralph's mom dies? Is he going to be forced to move out? Like, she doesn't own that home. She's renting it. Will they put Ralph on the same lease? At that time, will Ralph even be able to afford it without his mother's checks coming in every month and his mother's medication that he's stealing every month coming in? God only fucking knows. Really. So that's just a quick update on Ralph. I think he's going to be finished by Christmas almost. Like, I just feel like this is the last desperate gasps of a dying man. I mean... I think he turned on Augie of all fucking people last week. Augie, he turned on. He turned on Destiny today. He's turned on Dame and Ricada, and he's burning all these bridges. And then you gotta wonder, like, who's gonna bring any viewership to a show? Who's gonna be the guests that bring viewership and entertainment to a show? He's burning the bridges with all of them because he's a fucking idiot. So I just don't see how much longer this is going to go forward. His new strategy is to just double down on appealing to the alt-right or the dissident right or white nationalist groups. He's going on these little podcasts, 50 viewers, 100 viewers, 150, 200 viewers on each of these little podcasts or whatever he's going on. And it's not going to build something that's secure and steady that's going to support a kid. I mean, even the most successful guys in the dissident right who are making money, like guys like Red Ice, they've been shut down by all the banks, all this stuff. Like, it's not sustainable. You're not going to be supporting a kid on that. The audience is small. I don't know what he thinks he's going to replace all normal people in the audience with all right-wing people, but then be forced to cuck on DLive or whatever platform. I think he's preparing to move to like a very niche platform, like something like Entropy, and try and recapture that right-wing audience, but they don't like you. They don't respect you. You have a sex tape put out. You're a drug-using degenerate. Like, you're a pill-popping alcoholic. I don't know. Well, this whole thing about Mark Collette, like... I don't know. I just can't see how long Collette and the British guys are going to put up with this shit. I mean, I talked to British Wignats and they're fucking disgusted with Ralph. If any of them actually knew who he was and what he was about, they wouldn't associate with him, but they just know, oh, Gamergate and this and that, so we'll see. Final point I want to bring up. Dick Masterson, Dax Herrera, is not, in any fucking world, popular. He is not... a big name. He is not a draw. He is not anybody of importance that people have to defer to and bow down to and kiss his ass and defend and be scared of. You know, he talks about the $20,000 a month Patreon, of which it seems like the numbers very rarely fluctuate. The number of patrons will go down, but the dollar amount will never go down. You go to his live streams for his live shows, there's maybe 40, 50 people in there, okay? There's maybe 40, 50 people in there watching the Dick Show live on his unlisted link, right? You go to his YouTube channel, the videos have, what, 5,000, 7,000, maybe 10,000 views on a good day? And then you see him go on Twitch, which is one of the largest video streaming platforms in the world, and this is what he's bragging about. Look at what he's bragging about. Thanks for coming to my stream tonight for 2 hours of Boogie versus Hassel. I'll try not to take you away from Banana Dogs next time. So he's bragging about how Maddox only had 63 viewers and he had 113 live viewers. Now, what you'll realize is that the stream you're watching right now has 388 live viewers with zero promotion on a channel with 3,000 subs, of which probably only a third are actually active subs who watch this content. And we're drawing about triple his numbers. But remember, he has a $20,000 a month Patreon, and he's a big deal. And he's a king, and we all have to kneel to him. Something doesn't add up there. Something does not add up there. And again, people say, you're obsessed with clout, you're obsessed with the numbers. What if he doesn't care about the numbers? These are the people who talk about numbers all the time. It's all that matters to them. They base their whole ego around the numbers. So therefore, I address them on the numbers of which they care so much about that are so little and so pathetic. And they try and act like they're a big deal. I'm not a big deal. None of these people are. You go ask 100 people in your town. You ask 100 people in your town who Dax Herrera is, who Dick Masterson is, who Ethan Ralph is. No one knows. No one knows. No one knows who Mr. Medicare is, or any of these people. And this is like just sad bragging about his 113 live viewers on Twitch. This man isn't important. He's not a king. And he's just a joke. And he's running from me. He's running from me because he knows that if he debates me on this lolly question, heads up, if he debates me on LollyCon and if he debates me on his position that children should be able to sell their bodies to survive, then he is going to be blown the fuck out. But it doesn't matter, guys, because he lives in the Barbie dream mansion making $20,000 a month. And we all have to fucking respect that. Why not ask your buddy Nick to get you an in with Dax instead of whining? Motherfucker, where have you been? Where have you been the last few weeks there, retard? The whole reason I was on the Rekieta show in the first place is because I demanded the debate with Dax. I went through Rekieta. Rekieta contacted him. Rekieta told me, and I can show you the DMs, that Dax was not interested. He did not want it. He's called for it a ton of times on his show where he can control it and stack it against me. I wanted it on Rekieta, which is still a platform favorable to him and not me, really. He wouldn't go along with it. He said no. And that was like 2 weeks ago. So just shut the fuck up. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm going to start to assume that that guy is either like a gunt guard, a bumhurt Sweetie Squad who's upset that I made fun of St. Jim, or just some fucking idiotic Dax fan, you know? I don't know. Yeah, you want to see the DMs? I don't give a shit. Hopefully, let me see on my phone. 11%. We'll be able to do this. Okay. Where is this? Guard the lard. Piss stream break. No. Here it is. So I said, hey, brother, and this is Rekieta, you know, hey, brother, I won't use the gamer words if you can get me Dick on the question of Lolly. Say, man, I don't think Dick's going to do it. Asked him, said he wasn't interested. Can you ask him if it's because he's a pussy or if you realize that masturbating to children is wrong? Thank you. I'll ask him. Sorry, I meant to send that back through Spectre when he asked me, but brain is scattered lately. So that's just the truth. I want him so bad on this question because I know he's full of fucking shit. I know his positions are lies and wrong. And I just don't understand why he's so frightened. It's because he knows he can't win. He knows he can't win. And I wanted him so bad, that I agreed that I wouldn't use any of the gamer words, fag, nigger, none of this. I wouldn't use any of it if I was allowed this debate against Dax. Still wasn't good enough. Dax needs what? He needs what? More money? What does he need? What does he need to agree to the show? Oh, if it's funny, I'll do it. Yeah. So, the guy's a fucking loser and he's a fucking joke. That's the reality. Exploits a 14-year-old YouTuber. Now he defends cuties. Yeah. I mean, he had Soph on the same show as Digibro, a sick pedophile. 14-year-old girl, sick pedophile. Let's put them on the same show. Makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay, so this Causality guy, he is a Dax fanboy because he's here saying the founding fathers married young, to be frank. Okay, just come out and say right now that you believe that the age of consent should be 10. Just what do you think the age of consent should be, pal? You tell me. You think it should be 10, 12, 8 years old? How young? As soon as puberty starts? Is that your argument? The biological argument? You fucking idiot. You mongrel. Anyway, it's just fucking retardation. Just straight up retardation. These are completely different historical time periods. It's just sad. If you go to Max and get the chocolate on special, well, the problem is it's no longer Max Milk, boys. It's Circle K. We're getting just scammed every which way. It's no longer Max Milk, it's Circle K. Now, they're all still owned by brown people, and the selection of things are the exact same, but it's no longer that winking owl with the red, It's just this red circle with a fucking K. So I've been scammed. How about them Cowboys? Honestly, I was thinking about doing an NFL show, but I know a lot of people just wouldn't give a fuck. I think the Cowboys are doing better this week. They did better last week against the Seahawks than they did against the Falcons or against the Rams. I saw more from the defense against the Seahawks, and that's what I really need to see. And I need to, but honestly, the Cowboys this year, they need to perform ahead in games. They can't always be playing from behind. They're always playing from behind. And it's just stressful. And I know that they're going to try and make a comeback, and it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be close. And that's part of the reason why I watch Cowboys football, is because it's always Shakespearean tragedy or triumph with this team. It's either they fucking make it by a point or lose it by a point, or, there's always crazy shit happening with this team. It's very entertaining, and it gets people fired up. People get pissed off about the Cowboys or excited about the Cowboys, and that's why I follow them. So, the football in the UK has been quality, but you wouldn't bet on it. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I watch the Premier League the odd time, but fuck. When will the Surfer be free for another Cooking with Surfer? Soon. There's 2 episodes we want to do. There's going to be the Duck à l'Orange, and then there's going to be... what is it? Snickerdoodle Swastikas. Can you review Breaking Bad? Probably not. I mean, you want me to give my overall take on the show? I think it's a decent enough show. Is it the greatest show ever made? No. I think it just really starts to fall apart after Gustavo dies, because they don't have anybody to replace him with. And so, the villain ends up becoming Nazis in the end, and it's just kind of shit, right? If they had found a way to keep Gus going until the final season, then it would have been different. Do you watch the Izzy and Costa fight? Yeah, I lost $150 on Costa. He let me down. I really thought that Costa, the problem was he showed no aggression. He's just sat there and let his leg get fucking taken out. And he just never came forward. There was no body work. There was no grappling. So, what is your favorite episode of Kenny vs. Spenny? There are a lot of great episodes. I like Who Can Wear a Dead Octopus on Their Head the longest, probably the most. I think that's the most iconic episode. That's the episode I'd probably show somebody if they've never seen the show before, is Who Can Wear a Dead Octopus on Their Head the longest. Who Can Piss More People Off is always a good episode as well. But overall, that show I think is strongest in that third season. I think that's the best season. Season 2 has some great episodes. Who Can Drink More Beer? Great episode. Season 5 I really like as well, is very, very solid. There's maybe only 1 or 2 bad episodes in season 5. Who Can Be the Better Soldier is a great episode. Stuff like this. Well, you can stay up 66 hours. You really don't think you can stay up for 3 days? Okay, buddy, well, I know for a fact there are meth heads who can stay up for way longer than that. So, Who Can Win a 10-mile race is top tier as well. I don't know. I always, with the episodes that Spenny ends up winning, because I'm such a diehard Kenny fucking guy, it's hard for me to include them in the top, but honestly, some of the ones that Spenny won, if it wasn't for Spenny winning them, which sours my enjoyment a little bit, would be considered some of the best episodes. Who Can Live in a Haunted House the longest, I always loved. Who Can Win a 10-mile race is another good one that he did. The commercial episode. I'm not going to watch The Boys either. Fuck The Boys. Yeah, you've watched Speedrunners Be Awake for 60 hours. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. What do you and 400 live viewers? Who Can Sit on a Cow the longest? Yeah. Honestly, there's very few bad episodes of that show. You think of a bad episode, like the finale of the show, the 2 different finales, like the season 6 finale, where it's Who Can Stay on an Island the longest is a little shit, and the Christmas tree one is a little bit shit. But what else? The wrestling episode people don't like. I liked it because I like wrestling. Of course, Who Can Imitate Other is the best one. Well, is a very common take, okay? And I really like it, and it's up there, but the thing of it is that episode is only funny if, and you've just actually reminded me of probably what is my favorite episode of all time, actually, other than the octopus episode. But Who Can Imitate the Other guy only works if you've seen a lot of the episodes. So if you haven't seen the show before, and that's the first episode you watch, Who Can Sell More Bibles as well? I'd have to really sit down and actually look at all the episodes, because who is funnier with the fucking AIDS joke, the AIDS prank? Come on. Who Can Sell More Bibles with the Hubert the Hippopotamus is so good. But the other episode I really like, which is in the same vein as Who Can Imitate Other People, and where it's a very meta episode, is Who Can from season 6, where Kenny's doing the Roman Emperor thing. And when he chains up Spenny in the basement and he comes in on the skateboard and he's like, I am Tigra. And he sends the Gorgon, the midget, to attack his penis. I laugh every fucking time. Some people hate that episode. That I think is actually my favorite, and I can watch it over and over. But there's a lot of great episodes. A lot of great episodes. I haven't watched Psychopaths yet. I have it downloaded. I don't understand quite how it works. So if you look here, I have Psychopaths season 1 plus 2 plus movie. So I don't know if that's all that there is. And if I think I start with season 1, I think. Seems counterintuitive. Or not counterintuitive, it seems intuitive that I would start with the first season. But I don't really know. Seems kind of confusing because the way it's watch 1 movie, then 2. Okay, because I don't know. So I haven't started because I'm not sure what order I'm supposed to watch it in. And I don't really watch anime. I don't. The only anime I've ever watched that I really liked was Perfect Blue. That one I thought was pretty good. It was a movie about this singer that has like a stalker, and it's very well done. It's very well done. But like stuff like Akira that people recommended, I didn't like Akira. I thought it was shit. I thought the animation was nice, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was shit. When I was a kid, I used to watch Inuyasha and Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. Were basically the main three animes that I was exposed to. I guess Pokemon as well. But again, I don't really count those because I basically almost consider them Western animation. So yeah. But that's about the extent of. Yeah, I know it's made in Japan, but buddy, you gotta understand, like, Dragon Ball Z to me doesn't feel like an anime show. I know to a lot of people it does, but to me I almost consider it like a Western animation because of how mainstream it is. When I talk about like anime, I'm talking about weird fucking cartoons of schoolgirls and shit that a lot of you people watch that I just don't understand. I'm a hipster. Okay. I didn't even realize there was such a thing as that anymore. I thought that died around like 2012. I can't imagine seriously watching hundreds of hours of anime. Me neither. Thanks for keeping up your end of the bargain. Is that the real? I don't know. Where is my hoodie at? No. If it's the real, no. Where is my hoodie? No. You're supposed to send it in the mail. No. I gave you my docs. No. Where's my hoodie, buddy? Anyway, I don't think that's the real him there, but the hoodie heist. Check the website timelines. What? Oh, on the website of when shit's getting shipped out or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure it will come at some point. Where did the lemons go? Into my pocket. Where is the expose video? He stole your money, PPP. I got grifted, yeah. Oh, where are you at? And why do you look like you're gonna cry? Well, what you have to understand is that I'm a big boy. I got big man tits and shit there. So when I'm in a room without air conditioning, I sweat. Sweat terribly. And as the sweat comes down my face, it almost gives me the impression of somebody who's about to cry. But I swear there, guys, I'm not going to cry there. Not. Oh, man. I'm not making it, guys. People are making fun of me there. Oh, they're making fun of me, guys, on the internet. People were saying today I was a grifter for scamming this pay pig out of a Nintendo Switch game. It's not true. It's not true. I didn't scam him. In fact, it was probably you. It was probably you people who scammed that pay pig. Anyway. Where's the next Ronnie? Okay. Shot. I have to just sit down and fucking do the voiceovers and I have to edit it. And I just don't want to do it. Because I know it's just going to take, it's going to be effort, you know. And I just don't want to exert myself to make it. But I guess I better make it. I have to download the gameplay footage from the Xbox to my computer. Oh, it's so arduous. So, but I also want to make sure it's good as well. Part of the problem is I've kind of left it almost too long to the point where as I'm watching this gameplay back, I'm not going to be able to give quite as sharp as I did with the Crash Bandicoot, with kind of what I felt about it. So, what did I think of the first Trump debate? I thought Trump did very, very well. I thought he did exactly what he should have done. think he bulldozed the guy. What kind of porn do I don't watch pornography. It's wrong. It's wrong, gentlemen. Is the Kinodrome still gonna happen? Yeah, I'll bust it out. It's again at some point. The main reason, honestly, it's not even like I can't get a guest for it, or it's just the Kino Keeper character is actually very shitty to play for like 3 hours, because that fucking mask, it gets so hot on my face and I can't see shit because I can't wear my glasses, right? So I'd have to get contact lenses or something. You can't see shit. It's blurry. The fucking mask cuts right into your face, like here and here. It cuts into your face with its edges. And then like the sweat, if I'm sweating, it like builds up in the edges of the fucking mask. And I'm in like a fucking hood, and it's just shitty. To do that for 3 hours, it was fucking terrible. But I'll do it again at some point. The Grifting Championship, I just have to throw up the Legends of Grifting. I think I'm going to edit it a little bit, the bracket, because there's some people that, I think we're missing. So I'm going to put that up on Twitter probably soon. And then we can edit it the way we want it to for Legends of Grifting, and then the winner can take on Ricada. Are you going to do anything you promised? No. It's the new Saint Jim. That's the quickest way to sainthood, is to scam all of your fans constantly and promise them lies. How long do you figure until Texas turns blue? Probably definitely in 12 years. Just like climate change. Nick earned the title. He makes more from Super Chats than PewDiePie. Does he really? That's crazy. Well, we're at 2%, and the football game just kicked off. Going with Denver. So I think is it true that PPP is just a taller and younger Ethan Ralph with a different accent? Could be true, guys. Everybody has their day, right? Everybody goes through the cycle of becoming popular, and then there's a downfall. Motherfuckers end up becoming what they hate, or whatever there. So, could be the case there, guys. I could just become him in a few years' time there, but I don't know. I'm taking Denver. I'm taking the points, yeah. I don't trust the Jets for shit. What's the hardest part about losing weight? Actually wanting to. Because I don't care really about either my health or my appearance at this point. If you actually want to lose weight, and you'll make the effort to lose weight, you will. It's just actually wanting to lose the weight, because people will say, I want to lose weight, and they make a million fucking excuses why they can't lose the fucking weight. If you want to lose the weight, you will lose the weight. I've done it before. If you want to lose the weight, you just stop fucking eating. You eat a lot less, and you move a bit more. Well, murderer, if you weigh 400 pounds, I don't exactly weigh 400 pounds. I'm in the middle threes, pal. But still, the reality of it is that I just very comfortable with who I am. Like, it just doesn't bother me. So, murdered her. Godwinson loves you, murdered her. He's let me in on your gimmick, pal. Did you really throw a cop to the ground and run off laughing? Yes. Well, you're telling me my knee is a little bit fucked, bud. Can I do a Sunday service? I don't know. I'd like to, but it's maybe not the place for it, but maybe. In order for you to... I just wouldn't suck a dick for any amount of money. What star sign am I? Aries. Are you ever going to shove thumbtacks into your forehead on streaming it? Oh, probably. I mean, honestly, it's not really painful. The reason I did it... Oh, fuck, my phone's going to... Oh, the tags. Okay. I was able to resume. So I'll just quickly tell you about the thumbtacks. It's a shame you don't like him, but I understand. So the thing about the thumbtacks is I thought to myself, well, I watch a lot of pro wrestling. Motherfuckers take bumps into thumbtacks all the time. So it can't really be that painful. And the other thing about pro wrestling is guys will take a little razor blade and they'll cut themselves right up here in the hairline. And when you do that, it really doesn't hurt at all. It's not like there's like any real like nerves up there at all. So you don't really feel it. So if you take a thumbtack and you push it in up here, you don't even really feel it. But it will bleed. Like it'll bleed like a fucking, and it'll look good. But it really won't hurt that bad. Especially if you've already been drinking like I was that night. I didn't feel those at all. So that's the truth about the thumbtack thing. Like it looks a lot more impressive and painful than it actually is. So I guess that's it. So far as the stream with Godwinson, which might be happening in an hour, it's not looking good. He hasn't gotten back to me, which typically means that he's fucking passed out. He got back to me 2 hours ago. I was off doing something else, so I didn't see the message until an hour ago. So I got back to him, but by that time it's already like midnight, 1 a.m, his land. Maybe he's having a nap. He's gonna wake up at 9, but we'll see. At some point the show will happen with Baked Alaska. All this shit. Okay, let's have a look at this Broncos at Jets game. Maybe it's time to live stream PPP as he watches Denver collapse and fucking out of $73. Bumwinson is streaming right now. Yeah. Oh, he is. He just messaged me. Putting out a vidro now on Ball Pit. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's Cat Dog. This motherfucker, he steals everything. He didn't even know Cat Dog existed until yesterday. Every fucking idea comes from me. Fuck. Whatever.
About the crazy shenanigans that Ralph has been doing of late. And he's only broken that silence because something's come to light where he can no longer stay silent. Now, I would have no longer stayed silent the moment that sex tape was revenge porn leaked by Ethan Ralph there. Alas, Destiny kept his silence, and only now, just like Ricata, they've convenently decided to snake.
Yeah, true. Look, all right, Destiny, I'm going to let you people go to the Ball Pit Therapist channel, because I don't have much else planned.
Is to tell them, look,
go to Ball Pit Therapist, check out Godwinson's video there. Have a good one, boys.